What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. Here we are on this, the 23rd day of May, with 9 hours and 21 minutes left in the day, sitting here at 1.96 cents. We did have the pullback that we were looking for. I have to admit, though, I didn't expect it to be this close to the wire with this low. I did say that we'd hold this low as support, or that we'd find a low that was above it, I should say. But I definitely didn't expect that we'd get this close to it. However, I will say, if by some chance we go lower than this low, or even if we go lower than this low, these are not the lows of truth and prosperity. It's fine if we go lower. If we go lower, we still have higher lows. You know what I mean? We're fine. So don't worry about it. I'm not expecting that we go below these lows, but outside of my expectations, if that happens, we're fine. That's the main reason I'm talking about this right now. Okay, looking at this on a daily time frame. And I think it does depend on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin here setting us up for potentially a weekend consolidation or a weekend breakout. Maybe OnyxCoin would likely follow suit, right? If Bitcoin breaks out over the weekend, we might see XCN break out over the weekend too, and that would be great. If not, XCN, again, I was offering this idea yesterday. Maybe because it's a long weekend, maybe we just consolidate until Tuesday, and in which case, we'd be breaking out here. That would mean that we look basically like this, like we're just consolidating a little bit further in this range overall, right? This little like triangle of a range, and then we break out. It wouldn't be too bad. It's not a big deal if we have to wait another 3 or 4 days. I promise you, it's really not that big of a deal. 9 hours 21 minutes or 9 hours 20 minutes left in this day right here. Daily RSI does look good, but right now it actually kind of looks like it wants to go lower. If today closes red, that would promote the idea of a weekend consolidation phase. If today can close green and we can actually continue this growth right here, make it look like we're reaching for the overbought zone, I don't know, man. Maybe we don't break out over the weekend, but instead of it just being boring and sideways, maybe we grow a little bit here and there, day by day, and then on Monday or Tuesday, that's whenever we'll break out, something like that. Maybe instead of it being a boring sideways weekend, maybe it's a boring slow bleed to the upside, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever, we break out. But today will help decide that, right? If it's going to be boring and moving sideways, choppy, even to the downside, then I would anticipate today closes red. If today closes green, it doesn't mean that we're breaking out over the weekend, but it at least gives us that chance. And then also we probably won't be as bearish either. Looking at the 4-hour time frame here, 4-hour. The 4-hour RSI does have lower lows here. You're bouncing right off the 40 line, which is very bullish in itself. Lower lows with higher lows is hidden bullish divergence, and that tends to be a good thing, tends to mark good things. 1 hour, 19 minutes left in this 4-hour candle. Let's see if we can close it green. That'd be nice to see, and continue to run from here. From a high to a low, we have found resistance at the golden ratio once, twice, and now we're at the 236, but we're still closing above it, which is good. Right? If you close below it, likely you will take out this low and likely you will go lower. That's just kind of the essence here, right? Especially with two golden ratio rejections. If you close below the 236 at 1.94 cents, if we get a 4-hour time frame to close below 1.94 cents, effectively we would be moving down to 1.78 cents, maybe even 1.7 cents. So the idea then of holding this low or this low as a line of support and having higher lows afterwards would go out the window. So any kind of close below, what was it, 1.94 cents? Yeah, 1.94. If we get a 4-hour time frame to close below there, and maybe not just below there, maybe not like this, but like to actually break out, maybe if we could close at like 1.93 or lower, something like that, then I would be convinced that we are moving lower than this low at the very least. Okay, and again, 1.7, 1.6965 cents, whatever, something around that area is where we would go, and likely it would take the whole weekend to do that, right? OnyxCoin likes to move slow to the downside and very fast to the upside whenever it moves. Looking at this on a 1-hour time frame, 1-hour RSI does look a little bit bearish, I will say. So the 1 hour conflicting with it's got a bullish setup though too. Tell you what, I like this double bottom right off the oversold zone. That's a nice look. Can we find another situation where we have that kind of setup? Kind of like right here, I would say. Let's see. And that did not promote good results. We moved sideways for a little bit, but then we kept going down. So maybe it's not enough. It is just the 1 hour. It's not that significant, so I shouldn't weigh in too heavy on that. That's fine. The 1 hour has a bullish setup here, but if you do nothing with it like the last time, then you'll just probably consolidate into the downside, right? That would be the expectation. So the 1 hour is not really giving us too much. If anything, it's bearish, but that conflicts with the 4 hour, which is in a bullish setup right now. So I don't really know what to make of that. I think the 4 hours more significant anyways, and the daily is also bullish. So I'm gonna stick with the bullish note, with the hint of bearish consolidation over the weekend, maybe. Overall, whenever it comes time to move up higher, and we will be moving up higher soon enough, whether it's today, tomorrow, or sometime next week, the expectation is to go all the way up to 5.6, 5.7 cents, something like that, in a very, very quick flash, just like that. We're going to move up at a very, very fast pace. The price growth from here, from the current price at 1.96 cents, would take you up to about 175% in gains, and likely you will see this by the end of the month. It's the 23rd now, so that's about 8 days from now. We will see 175% or more gains for OnyxCoin. And if we don't see this by the end of the month, I would expect it's going to be very, very early June, but I'm sticking with the end of the month because I think we will have an end of month rally. That's kind of my expectation. I don't really know what else to say, so I'll probably end the video there. I think we've gone over enough. Okay, here's one more thing. If today closes green, or no, I'm sorry, I thought we were on the daily time frame, the week. If the week can close green, we will break above the 60 instead of rejecting it, which would be nice. So get the week to close green so that we're above the 60. The week right now is only down 2.5%, so even if we don't break out over the weekend, if we can have some kind of bullish weekend where we grow just a little bit, not too much, or we break out, hell, break out, go for it. But if we could get this week to close above the 60, that'd be a good sign. If not, it's not the end of the world, but it would just be a good sign. It would be a nice look. So that's a good goal to have. 2 days, 10 hours left, 2 days, 9 hours left in the week. Close the week green, okay? Today, good goal to have, close the day green. 9 hours, 15 minutes left. And then a good goal over the weekend would be to not close any 4-hour time frame below 1.93 cents, okay? I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.